Welcome to John T. McGee Middle School here in Round Lake. Tonight's matchup features your Vipers Pro Basketball hosting the Windy City Groove. I'm Stephen Ryan, and alongside me is Luke Steffen. Tonight's game is brought to you by Bodybuilding.com, where 20 million people can't be wrong, and Advocate Healthcare Center, where tomorrow starts today. Luke, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing very well. We have a very exciting matchup tonight with the Windy City Groove visiting Vipers Pro Basketball here in Round Lake. Vipers Pro Basketball is coming off a couple of tough losses last weekend, back-to-back Friday, and then they had to travel to Michigan the next day to play the West Michigan Lakehawks, where they lost 120-95. But with the week's rest, they are hoping to rebound well and get their first victory of the season. So, Luke, anything you're looking forward to tonight, specifically towards the Vipers?
Well, I know this is a team that has the ability to score points pretty quickly, so I'm hoping that they're able to play with a good pace coming off of a week of rest, that they'll be excited and ready to go tonight, and they can come out and get their first win of the season.
Yes, I agree. The Vipers like to play up-tempo. They like to get to the rack and create chaos. And one of the ways that they can create chaos is with a rule in the ABA called the 3D rule. Now, for our fans at home that aren't familiar with the ABA, the 3D rule indicates that if the team turns the ball over in the backcourt to the opposing team's next potential basket is worth 3 or 4 points. Now, this does include free throws and all that other stuff as well. So, if the 3D light is on, they will turn it over. And let's say they get fouled going to the rack or something like that. There are 3 free throws, or if they're fouled on a three-pointer, 4 free throws. So again, there's plenty of potential ways to score points. Minimum of 3 baskets could tie a game.
That's a great way, to build a lead or make a comeback. If you've got a good full-court press and bring the defensive intensity, you can really affect the score of a game very quickly.
And from the last game that I watched, one person that spearheaded the charge for the Vipers was Johnny Baldwin. He was really good at creating pressure at the point of attack against the Chicago Fury last Friday. He did really well defensively, and he likes to create for his team. Another guy that I've looked into a lot is Karan Linton. Unfortunately, he is not starting tonight, but he's about 6 foot tall, and he can rebound with the best of them. It's actually really impressive.
And speaking of inside, I think you mentioned it's Jarrett Foster as well, another player to watch in the post for the Vipers.
Jarrett Foster is a grinder. He can do it all for you. If I could give him a player comparison, I'm thinking, I don't want to say Kawhi Leonard. That's just way drastic. But something that just does it all. Like, he gets down there, he can rebound, he can shoot the mid-range, he likes to get to the rack. The Vipers' offense, like I said, is predicated on getting the ball to the basket. So that's what they're looking to do. There's not many three-pointers taken with this offense. They want to go inside, and then, like I said, go inside. So that's what you see in tonight's starting lineup. The starting lineup tonight for your Vipers Pro Basketball will be Johnny Baldwin and Derek Scott. You have Jarrett Foster, Isaiah Fleming, and did they give us the fifth, Ross? Oh, yeah, Zach.
Zach Pick, yes.
Zach Pick is a Round Lake native.
Oh, nice.
So he turns it up for these home games because, he likes to put on a show for his fans. Unfortunately, I don't know much about him, but he didn't play much college basketball. But he did very well at Round Lake High School.
So that's, you understand, it's really special then for him to be here. It's a great opportunity. There are plenty of people here watching him tonight, so it should be very exciting.
Yes. So, again, we explained the 3D rule. We would like to give the keys to tonight's game, which, it's all predicated on tempo and execution, as cliche as it may sound. But, that's what basketball always seems to come down to.
Rebounding, no second chances would be another thing. No second chances for the other team, getting extra shots for the Vipers as well. That's another important key to any basketball game, but especially tonight, and especially when you have a 3D rule coming in. If you're able to rebound and get it out of the front court, out of your backcourt into the front court, it's going to make things easier for you.
And I think you bring up an excellent point there, Luke. From all the games that I've watched, rebounding needs to be a focus for the Vipers. You need to focus on boxing out. No second chance points, nothing of that nature, because along with the 3D rule and if the other team's on fire, all those things, you've got to limit their possession. And, of course, get good possessions of your own. So the Vipers are walking onto the floor and walking over to the bench. It looks like we will be getting started here very shortly. It looks like everyone's ready to play some ball. The refs are looking for the basketball.
Yes.
So
we spoke to the referees. They seem really excited in the pregame as well about the opportunity to be on the cube, and should be a competitive contest tonight.
That's what I'm looking forward to, especially with two teams looking to get, take a step ahead in the ABA. Vipers have very unique opportunities going on. They're traveling to Hawaii in the last week of January. The last week of March, they will be going to Jamaica to play the Jamaican team. And we're going all over the Midwest. We went to Michigan last weekend. We're going to Memphis next weekend. Last weekend we went to Michigan. Memphis, we're going next weekend. We'll be going to Florida the first week of February. So, again, this team has a lot of exciting opportunities for its players and its personnel on the outside. So, hopefully we can so, exciting opportunities here. The coaches are preparing. They're looking over the roster. They're setting up some last plays here. And it looks like we are about to announce the starting lineups here. And so
definitely a lot of intensity over there in the Windy City huddle before the game. The Vipers much more studious looking in their huddle, getting those last-minute instructions.
The Vipers need to be focused for this game.
Yes.
The Vipers look very focused, looking to get their first victory of the season here. This game is powered by The Cube. For more information on live streaming, go to thecube.com. This game is also brought to you by Illinois Media School. Interested in starting your broadcasting career, go to beonair.com. So it looks like we're about to have the jump ball set up in the middle. The Vipers are taking the floor, getting some last commands from Coach, I should say.
Well, notice that I just saw the referee tossing the basketball over there for people that are also just joining us. You'll kind of appreciate the old school colors to the basketball. It's not your typical NBA ball. This is that same look that all the classic teams in the ABA, they played with that ball. It's kind of a unique feel, great for these young guys to get that opportunity to have a piece of history with that ball in there.
And the Windy City Groove are shooting their technical free throws. They get 2 free throws for the Vipers not having a shot clock and the three-point line not being at the appropriate length. So they're just shooting their technical free throws. The first one was good. The second one is no good.
It's Derek McDonald that missed that second free throw.
Looks like it's only one tech. So the Vipers are down to an early one. They're down early, 1-0.
I think they can come back from that. Not an insurmountable deficit by any stretch.
Exactly, but it's not fun to look up at the scoreboard and be like,
no,
already losing. And we have announcements going on right now.
1-0.
All right, great. Back to what we were doing. Your original plan. You go wide, I'm still wide. Yeah.
Starting lineups have been announced. Both teams are set, and we are ready to get some basketball underway here at John T. McGee Middle School. Thank you for joining us here on the Viper Nation Network.
Both teams with some unique-looking, really colorful uniforms today. I like the Vipers with that teal there.
And, I love their blue, the color blue they have.
Yes.
So Isaiah Fleming and Ron Patton will be jumping middle. Oh, wait, nope.
I think because of the technical.
Well, you're correct. The Groove will start with the ball. And we are underway here at John T. McGee Middle School. Vipers Pro Basketball versus Windy City Groove. Groove started out at the top. Finding the big man in the middle. Hesitation a little bit. Nope. Good rebound by Isaiah Fleming. And Jared Foster's going to walk it up. Nope. Whoa.
It's a cross-court pass, but with no pressure on him there. He was able to haul it in.
And Jared Foster for two. Great look underneath.
Good ball movement by the Vipers on that first possession.
Couldn't agree more there. Wow. Strong take by Ron Patton to the rack.
There's a turnover.
Yep. And that right there is an example of the 3D rule. So that was a 3-point.
Much better job breaking the press that time, and they get to the rack.
Yep. Isaiah Fleming with a beautiful floater to the rack.
Fleming almost intercepted that pass. It would have been pretty close, I think, to the 3D rule. It was right at midcourt where he leapt for that pass just over his fingertips.
It matters where the ball leaves. So if he's like the player's behind half court and he throws it over and they pick it off, that is a 3D rule. Strong take by Derek Scott to the rack.
The Vipers when they've gotten it across half court, you have to like the way that the offense has gotten the ball to the rack and gotten shots up. It's a nice start.
Yep, the Vipers are doing what they wanted to do. They want to get to the rack strong. Derek Scott at the line. Lines it up. Oh, rims out.
Vic Guider there was trying to congratulate him on missing the free throw.
I'm sure. Very happy about that. Second one is good by Derek Scott. Here comes the Groove. Ball movement is good here early for both teams. Ooh, that's a tough move.
And not a good shot.
Not at all. Yep. You got to play. Especially in the ABA, they like to push the tempo quickly. They don't mess around with timing and stuff. So they look to get the ball in quickly. Rejected. Ron Patton is all over the floor tonight for the Groove.
Yes, he is. So we'll see if.
I'm very happy. This is Zach Pick's first game of the year as well. I'm very happy to see him active, looking to shoot. Unfortunately, he was rejected there, but he didn't hesitate. That's the point.
You've got to make the Groove respect the fact that you're not just always going to be trying to drive. So in that sense, a good job by Pick. And now a three.
Yep, good rebound. Oh. That was a good ball fake by Johnny Baldwin, but I think he should have swung it to the corner there. Got a good open look. Again, trying to keep the Groove defensively off their feet, on their feet, and off.
Well, Pick was there. If he was just a step closer, he might have had a chance to block that shot. Oh.
No. Good find.
Great teamwork there. Beautiful. Windy City was being too aggressive, trying to take advantage of the turnover in the backcourt. Vipers.
Vipers answer, and then Stephon Beard just comes up and answers it. Throws it up. Oh, disrupted. Tried to save it. Great effort. Uh-oh. Fouled. There's a foul down there. Foul on number 3, Vicky Geeter. Vipers inbound the ball. The Groove are out here pressing.
The Groove have been pressing more than the Vipers have to start the game, but the Vipers, I mean, that was a good look inside. Just, it's his first game. As he gets a little bit more warmed up, I think Zach Pick will make that shot. That's not a bad shot for him.
Not whatsoever. That was great ball movement. Got the look you wanted, just got to put it in. 11-7 here with 8:38 remaining in the first quarter. Groove up by 4. It's been back and forth so far. Lots of great action. Patton sizing his man. Oh, was sizing his man up. Gives it to Amani Carey. He loves that fadeaway in the paint. Wow. Tough angle there for the ref to make that call, but the ball will stay with the Groove.
Let's see if the Vipers press a little bit more defensively. They're pretty lax in letting Windy City get some shots off here.
Strong take by Isaiah Fleming to the rack. Gets the bucket and the foul. Just sliced in there defensively and laid it home very nicely. And here's the replay. On the fast break, Johnny Baldwin gives it right to Isaiah, who goes right in between them. Beautiful slow motion there by our camera team and lays it home very nicely.
No communication from Windy City there defensively, and then they had to reach out and try to stop him, and they couldn't.
Nope. Isaiah misses the free throw. Beautiful reverse by Stefan Beard. Great track down by Jarrett. Now they get to reset the clock. Now they get to reset their offense. Johnny Baldwin at the top gets a pick from Austin. Austin Stewart. Foster. Beautiful backdoor cut. Oh.
Windy City had numbers, but not teamwork there. They had a 3-on-2, but instead of passing out to the corner for a three-pointer, it was taken inside and drawing a foul.
Yep, we got Arturio Houston and Jeremiah Rush checking in for the Vipers. Jared Foster and Isaiah Fleming are out. But it was a good, smart foul there by the Vipers. Didn't allow a shot to get up or anything of that nature. Now they just take it baseline out of bounds. Ooh. Ooh,
boy, that could have been an offensive foul there. He certainly lowered his shoulder into the Viper defender.
Ball stays with the Vipers after Johnny Baldwin tried to thread the needle up the floor.
I can tell that the Vipers have worked on this pressing defense that the Groove are bringing in. They have a couple players that go down into the front court no matter what in spots that are going to be good for shooting once the backcourt of the Vipers can break that press.
And that was Johnny Baldwin from 3 at the top. Nails the three-point. Big shot there. 13-12. Groove are leading the Vipers. It looks like Chris Freeman has checked in for the Groove, and he'll be running the show for them. Swings it over. Oh. Ball movement's quick here for the Groove. Found Stefan Beer in the corner, and that was a miss. The lack of basketball.
And now we've got our media timeout.
Yep.
Hi, my name is Peyton Adams. I work for US 99.5 in Chicago. And the reason I came to the Illinois Media School to be a teacher was because I didn't have a mentor growing up in the business, I should say. I did a lot of learning on my own, kind of going out there in the world and just exploring and learning as I go. When I got my first radio job, I really didn't know anything. It was just a learning curve from there. And I had a few people help me along the way, but I felt like this would be a great place for me to come and utilize my skills and my talents to help these students get to the next level. I love to be here. I love to be a part of their daily activities and help them and guide them and help them with editing, help them build their confidence and just really find who they are and find their voice and what they want to do. The students that attend here, it can be a mixture of anybody, fresh out of high school to somebody in their 50s.
Welcome back to Vipers Nation Network, home of the Vipers Pro basketball team. We are back live at John T. McGee Middle School, and the Vipers are already in action. Arturia Houston shoots a three. Beautiful offensive rebound by Derek Scott and puts it in. Gives the Vipers a 15-13 lead with 6:30 remaining in the first.
You can see the intensity pick up from the Vipers just getting that lead there. Now their defense much more aggressive. Coach on the sidelines really urging them on.
Adamant, I would say. Wants to apply lots of pressure to the ball. Doesn't want to make this game easy. Jeremiah Rush beats him at the top. Got Aaron Armstead on the wing trying to create something. Short.
Too much watching on that rebound. The Vipers needed to get to that. It hit the floor, and they had a chance to prevent that offensive rebound. Let's take a look at the replay.
Good ball movement. Good shot for Jordan Foster. Then a good offensive rebound by Stephon Beard, who then powers his way to the hole and draws the foul.
I may have underestimated Stephon Beard's speed in getting to that ball there. It looked for a second like the Vipers had a chance at that rebound. But
and we got the ball underneath. Stephon Beard at the top. Feeds it down low to Derek McDonald, who shoots the mid-ranger, and the free throw mid-ranger is good. Ties it up at 15. Do we get a foul?
there was two players draped over the back of Karan Linton there, and he didn't get a call.
Johnny Baldwin shoots a big one. Tip. Nope. Good steal. Yep.
Oh!
Okay, Jeremiah Rush just leaps up there, throws down the one-handed flush. Ooh. Beats him at the top for a trap. Pro hop in the middle, and he draws the foul.
So here's the throwdown again. Look at the hops on this. He just skied for that and slammed it home.
And I was just informed that last flush by Jeremiah Rush was a 3D play, so that was a 3-point dunk instead of 2. Vipers by 3. Jordan Foster at the line hits the first free throw. 18-16. Your Vipers are on top.
Backs out on the rebound here.
Silky smooth.
I tried.
Yeah. One day they'll listen.
Well, the Vipers were able to break that press by going across the court, but it was one too many cross-court passes once they got to the offensive end. Windy City was ready for the last one.
Yep. And a little miscommunication there on the box out by the Vipers, but the ball rolls their way, and it's their ball.
Look out! Look out! Come on.
And Karan Linton draws the blocking foul. The Windy City Groove are coming with the press very hard on. I mean, it's not just at the half court. Usually teams let up after the full, on the full court press. They're doing it 100%
You're
of the
seeing
game.
double teams, as you saw on that foul there, when Windy City even has the ball in the offensive end.
Yep.
It leaves an open player, though. If the Vipers can keep their composure, they'll find somebody that's got a free shot.
Karan Linton drives to the lane. Pump fakes. Can't get it. Austin Stewart throws it up. Oh, can't get it, but draws the foul. Austin Stewart goes to the line for 2. And that was created by the drive by Karan Linton. Allows for the offensive board there. Here you see on the replay, Karan Linton, strong drive. Great pump fake, too. Gets his man off his feet. Unfortunately, can't finish the basket, but as you see, Austin Stewart is just hacked there. Austin Stewart's first free throw is good.
Nice to see a big guy make a free throw.
Yep. Big is an understatement. His hands are some of the biggest I've ever seen live. Just short on the rim.
There's a little bit of pressure from the Vipers in the backcourt this time. Not anything like what we've seen from Windy City, but at least they forced the Groove to be aware as they were bringing the ball up.
Yeah, that's all you ask for because, you know, fatigue plays a factor eventually. Man, the Groove are loving that baseline fadeaway on both sides.
Oh, they call it an offensive foul there.
Yep, charge on Karan Linton. Drawn by Derek McDonald. Groove ball going the other way. And we are tied at 19 with 4 minutes remaining. And Isaiah and we have Ishmael Smith checking in for Austin Stewart. Ish is a prime-time defender, I must say. He can lock up with the best. Look at him challenging the big man for the Windy City Groove. He's got some bounce to him, too. And that should be Vipers basketball. What? Looked like no one touched that pass there, but I guess it was deflected. The coach of the Groove instructing his players how to run that last play. And look, there's Ish. Oh! Calling a foul on Ish.
It's a tough call.
Oh, yep. But that's a great aggressive defense. Here's
look
the
at
replay.
the replay.
Yep. Throws it in up top. Goes in up top. And Ish comes over. Probably, maybe just gets him on the arm. Maybe. I don't know. Tough call.
We've seen Vipers players have Groove defenders draped over their backs. And so for that to be called on Libertyville, that's a tough call.
That foul was on Johnny Baldwin, his second. And we got Aaron Armstead to the line for 2. First one's good. Gives the Groove a 1-point lead. All right. The press break of the Vipers is much better.
Jeremiah Rush had snuck down court. Ooh, that was a big block there.
That was.
Derek McDonald skied for that block.
Yeah, that was a great, actually it was great avoidance by Arturio Houston as he tried to throw the ball back in off of him, but he missed. So, well done there.
And I was starting to say, Jeremiah Rush, he's sneaking down court. If the Vipers can get a long pass to him there, he's going to be unguarded in the front court.
Yep. Johnny Baldwin commanding his players, trying to make something happen.
The Vipers are spread out along the perimeter right now.
Yep, trying to catch him off balance. Arturio Houston throws it up, gets the roll for 2. Arturio Houston with the drive to the rack and the floater. Now we have a timeout by the Windy City Groove, and we're going to keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors for this game, bodybuilding.com, where 20 million people can't be wrong, and the Advocate Healthcare Center, where tomorrow starts today. Luke, what have you seen so far in this tie game?
The Vipers are doing a nice job, as you said, breaking the press of Windy City. Early on, they weren't quite sure. They were maybe needing to talk a little bit more and make sure that everybody knew where the ball was going to be going. But now that they have that settled, they're going to start to get some good looks at the basket. And if they can do that, they can build on this lead. You don't want to have the 3D rule come in. That's the big thing with the press that Windy City is going for. They're trying to get an extra point on each possession.
Yep, we've seen a couple of instances where the 3D rule has been applied. The Vipers have been able to avoid a few by the Groove as well. So the Groove throw the ball in, and we are back underway.
Johnny Baldwin with some defense there.
Yep. Like I said, he spearheads the attack for this Viper team. Again, these fadeaways from the elbow, they just love them. especially Derek McDonald. I've seen him take like 4 or 5 so far.
Well, and Ron Patton of the Groove was asking him what about that shot selection. He really wasn't happy with that choice. Well, they're giving it back to the
I guess it's
Groove.
their ball.
That is
Ron Patton gets a wide open look for 3. Does not get it. Board by Ish. And we are off to the races. Johnny Baldwin leads the charge. Trying to find someone. Can't. Nowhere to go in the middle. Ishmael with the mid-ranger. Good. Beautiful shot by Ish. I love this matchup over there with Ron Patton and Ish. He's our best defender. Good switch. Nothing.
wow.
He got in front of him,
He
too.
was-
And we got a travel call. Vipers ball.
Better late than never that the Vipers get a turnover there, but that shoulder into Ish,
Yeah.
that should have
He
been
was-
an offensive
he
foul.
He beat him to the spot. Ish in the corner. Lines up a 3. And he draws the foul. Sticks his ground. Draws the contact and going to the line for 3.
That's one of the rare three-pointers
Here's the
that we've
replay
seen.
we got going on. Johnny Baldwin, ball fakes, flips it up to the corner to Karan Linton. He then shoots it. Ish accepts the contact, gets the back of Patton's body, and will go to the line for 3.
That's one of the rare three-pointers that we've seen the Vipers take with this Windy City team. They're so aggressive defensively that you may draw 3 free throws even if you don't make the shot because they may just
They're flying
randomly
out there.
jump into you.
He stood his ground there. First one wasn't good. Second one is good. All the players calling out their defensive assignments. Ish's third free throw is good. 2 of 3 for Ish Smith. And we are off. The Groove are pushing it. Getting to the post immediately. He draws the ball fake. Again, tough fadeaway. Hits it on the baseline. My goodness. Derek McDonald starting to find his stroke. The press is on. Johnny Baldwin strong to the rack and good. And he draws the foul. And he draws the foul on a late call, I would say. But hey, better late than never, like you just said.
Let's take a look at that replay.
Beautiful feed up front to Johnny, who then flies to the rack. He got 2 bodies on him. Must have just took it on the back of the leg, or maybe,
It looked
maybe got
like
the head a
he
little
may
bit.
have clipped him on the back of the leg as he was going up with it.
And he draws the foul. Free throw up and good. Vipers up by 5. We're going to take our second media timeout. This game is brought to you by bodybuilding.com, where 20 million people can't be wrong, and Advocate Health Care Center, where tomorrow starts today.
Hi, I'm Rob Rose, and I'm one of the instructors here at Illinois Media School. I've been teaching here at the school since 2010, as a matter of fact, between Lombard and Chicago campuses. I teach radio. I work nights at 100.3 WSHE in Chicago, and I've been in the radio industry 27 years, 17 of those 27 as a station program director and operations manager, which means I hired people that came out of schools like this one. Unfortunately, places that I've been, I haven't been near schools like this, so I've had to go to places like Dunkin' Donuts and say, hey, you have a personality, would you like to try radio? So this is definitely the place to come. It's going to prepare you for absolutely everything that you need to know about the broadcast industry. We're talking radio, television, web, podcasting, absolutely everything. I keep in touch with all of my students that I've had in my classes since 2010 on Facebook and social media, and I love seeing all.
And with 1:50 remaining here in the first quarter, Vipers Pro Basketball is up 28-23 over the Windy City Groove. The Windy City Groove inbounded are pushing it up the floor. Johnny Baldwin has had great full court pressure so far this fourth quarter. Ooh, he wants the ball badly. Oh,
Double team from the Vipers there,
That's a rip.
and the ball's on the floor.
that's great defense. Oh, great contain.
Looking in the middle.
Oh, great disruption. Hey, the ball movement is really good in the first quarter
That
for the
was
Vipers.
Fantastic tempo and transition by the Vipers on that possession.
Ish, corner 3, lines it up. Just off. Just off.
Now got to get back on
Yep,
defense.
but Ish is right there. Man, the Groove love that mid-ranger. And that's part of the Vipers' philosophy, as they don't like to shoot that many threes because
Well, if you're wide open, you can take them.
Yep. Can't get them though. Yep. They don't like the long. They don't like the long rebounds. That's what it comes down to. But and seeing it leads to stuff like this. Oh, he misses it. Comes down with the rebound, and Sam Ford came down with the rebound, drew a little contact and flipped it up. Couldn't get it to go, but the give and go there. It looks like Derek McDonald got a little ahead of himself. Lots of bodies. Kind of couldn't not make a call there by the ref, unfortunately. But it looks like Sam Ford's going to the line for two. 28-25 Vipers Pro Basketball over the Windy City Groove with 47 seconds remaining in the first quarter. This game is powered by theCUBE. For more live streaming information, go to thecube.com. The first free throw was good. The second one is good as well. Ooh.
Wow, he threaded the needle.
Good look by Jeremiah Rush. Finds Karan Linton cutting to the basket. Pressure man at the top. Good switch by Karan. Wow. Sam Ford just threw his body into there.
They're saying he stepped over the line on the inbounds.
And that is an indication, of the 3D rule. Well, we know this shot all too well.
That was important for the Vipers to get that defensive rebound. Now they have a chance for the last shot of the quarter. They didn't get burned by the 3D rule there.
Yep. Oh, great drop off. Drew the foul, but that was a great drop off by Arturio Houston. We got 6 seconds remaining here in the first. Vipers will hopefully get one shot. Johnny Baldwin fires one up for three. No good. Got a second left. And no good. The Vipers, at the end of the first quarter, are leading the Windy City Groove 30-29. So, in the first quarter, Luke, what worked for the Vipers? Two things that worked for the Vipers and one that didn't.
For a vast majority of the first quarter, the Vipers did a great job getting rebounds, not giving up second chances. They also got to the rim quite a bit. We saw them towards the end of the quarter start to settle for three-pointers, and while you want to force the Windy City Groove to be honest, you're going to have to make some of those three-pointers that you're taking. Otherwise, there's no reason for them to go out and guard you there. And I'd like to see them try and put a little bit more pressure on the Groove in the backcourt. It sort of seemed as if the Groove had a much easier time getting it up there, and then maybe once the Groove got it inside the three-point line, that's when the Vipers' defense really started trying to force turnovers from Windy City.
Yep. So we're about to get underway here in the second quarter. Johnny Baldwin has played the whole game so far. That man is he's an Iron Man of this team, it looks like. First game, last Friday that I saw him playing, he played the first 17 minutes of the game, and then he got a break till halftime. So, I mean, the conditioning on this Vipers team is impeccable. And so hopefully they don't wear down too early, because it's 30-29. And, you know, we need a whole 48 minutes of this kind of action. So the Vipers are set to inbound the ball. Ish Smith to Johnny Baldwin, preferably. But you know the Groove. They're coming out with the press.
Oh! Tipton just kept in there. The Vipers could have been
rejected by Karan Linton.
Cross-court passes are really dangerous against this Windy City team. They attack a cross-court pass very quickly and try to go the other way.
We have a foul on Chris Freeman of the Windy City Groove. Arturio Houston to inbound, gives it to Johnny Baldwin. They're looking for someone in the middle.
There's another cross-court pass.
Yep.
I'd like to see swinging more along the perimeter, and maybe that way you can get it to an open man there.
You really want to get the defense going side to side, ideally. Doesn't work all the time, though. Kron trying to break down his defender to get a look. And a timeout by Coach Washington saves the possession.
It was much needed. The Vipers were feeling some pressure from Windy City. Defensively, there was a double team there.
Yep. So we have a full timeout taken by the Vipers. And so we are going to take a quick commercial break. Thank you for joining us here on the Vipers Nation Network.
I'm Ben Anderson, and I went to the Illinois Media School back in 2013. Had a great time while I was a student here, was able to get involved with a lot of different programs and opportunities. Was able to win 4 awards while I was a student here, and that led the way to success and where I'm at now. I currently am able to work with students at the school, mentoring them on audio production, and I think the students right now are fantastic. They're phenomenal workers. They want to strive to do more than I wanted to, which is really impressive. And
we are
I like
back
seeing that.
here on the Vipers Nation Network, powered by the Illinois Media School. For more information, go to beonair.com. Quick turnover by the Vipers after the timeout. That's not the kind of execution you want to see. So Windy City will bring it up.
The Vipers have to be aware of where those double teams are coming from.
And know whose man is assigned to that to find the open person. Yes. Couldn't agree more. Drive to the rack. Knifes his way. Cannot get the team roll. But rebound. Looks like we have a ground foul on the floor.
Here's the replay of that. The layup is missed, but then the Vipers...
The foul comes on the ground, I believe.
Yes.
Not there.
Going for the...
Yeah, going for the loose ball. Maybe it was Arturo here reaching in, getting in there. And it looks like Vipers basketball, actually. Leads it up the foot of Karan Litton. Drives to the range, rejected.
He had a couple of teammates on the other side of the lane there. He went up for the shot himself, and with some Windy City defenders there, it was not an easy look.
That man is...
we got a player down.
Uh-oh. We got a player down in the far corner. Did he roll up under his leg?
Yeah, it looked like it.
He does not. He's able to get up under his own power.
Yeah.
That's Derek McDonald of the Windy City Groove. Is he trying to play through it?
Looks like he's going to stay in there.
Tough man. The way he was rolling around on the floor did not look particularly comfortable. Free throw up. No, good. Is it because the DJ turned down the music?
That certainly could have been. It's the opposite. Normally when it gets loud, players struggle.
Exactly.
Reverse psychology by the DJ.
The second free throw up. Music down. Good. Looks like it doesn't matter.
Oh, they got to get on a... That's a turnover in a backcourt, the 3D opportunity.
Good defense by Isaiah. Karan Linton looking to break it down. Over and back. Lost his handle there.
Still early in the second quarter, but the Vipers are looking a bit more bothered, much like they started the game against the Windy City press.
Couple adjustments made by the Groove. Seemed to have the Vipers flustered a little bit. Asante Dixon just checked in. And that was a foul on Jared Foster for not sliding his feet, I guess. 32-30, Windy City Groove over your Vipers Pro basketball team here in the second quarter. 10:09 remaining. Windy City's going to throw the ball sideline out of bounds. We will be back underway. Double team at the top, and he breaks the trap, knifing through, cannot get it.
There was a hard battle for the rebound there by the Vipers, but Windy City a little bit more size out there right now.
Yep, we got a foul on Isaiah Fleming. Looks like he fouled Sam Ford, and he'll be going to the line for 2. First free throw up. Good.
Stephon, stay there. Take Jordan out here. Jordan, you in this spot. Chris, you coming here. Jordan, you back. Stephon, you and Sam is up. You and Sam up. Chris, you coming here.
Second free throw up. Good. The Groove have a 4-point lead.
Back up, Chris. 7 seconds. 7.
Nothing.
Now the Vipers with some backcourt pressure.
Yeah.
Broken by the Groove.
Leads up to a wide open 3. It rims out. The offensive rebounding for the Groove is on point tonight. And the 3 in the corner by Stephon Beard is good.
Beard was very aware of where he was on the court there. You saw him take a step back before he launched that shot.
And the traveling's called on Isaiah Fleming. We got Corey Jones and Austin Stewart checking in for the Vipers.
Let's take a look at the replay.
Nothing on the, I guess he came down that other foot.
Yeah, that's what they're going to call, is that he was.
That's where the travel call comes in. Derek Scott with the impressive perimeter defense, keeping his man in front of him. Long 2, rebounded by Jared Foster. Yeah, you only have 7 seconds to get it across half court in the ABA. Austin Stewart catches up top, looking for someone. Oh.
Tried a no-look pass into the post there. The Vipers get a chance to reset, though.
Three ball up by Lasanti, no good. Oh, ball was loose. And the ball is thrown away by the Groove on the turnover. That is the 3D rule should be in play here. Is there a 3D rule? We're looking for the refs for. We are still waiting on confirmation of that. But the Vipers hand it in. And there was a foul. Foul number 33 of the Windy City Groove, Stephon Beard.
Vipers just need to see a shot go down in this quarter, and once that happens, the floodgates will open.
That's what we're hoping for, Luke. So the 3D rule should still be in effect. Throw the ball in. A little hesitant there. Oh, Austin Stewart throws it up. Can't get it. Rebound by Derek Scott. No good. And rejected by Foster.
Massive rejection by Foster there.
But
I don't think Windy City knew that he was back there. Here's the offensive rebound, and then a long pass that leads to that.
The outlet. And it looks like they called Corey Jones for the foul right there. And then
before Foster had
Jared
that massive spike.
Denied it. What should have been a top 10 play. And the free throw is short for the Windy City Groove there. Again, the Vipers are going through a little bit of a drought here. Like you said, they need to see something go in. Drive to the rack, be aggressive, draw the foul. Anything will help them in this moment. Free throw is good. 1 of 2 at the line. We have a jump ball. We have Viper basketball. We're having a discussion here.
Whose possession it
Yeah.
is.
Because if it's white ball, the 3D light stays on. If not, so we got white ball. I believe the 3D light will be in effect. It looks like the 3D light will be in effect. And here come the Groove. These tough fadeaways. Good. Good for Jordan Foster. And another turnover by the Vipers, giving the Windy City Groove the 3D light. 7:44 here remaining in the second quarter. 42-30, Windy City Groove.
The Vipers need a defensive stand here.
So with that, under the 8-minute mark, we'll try to take a meeting timeout. This game is brought to you by bodybuilding.com, where 20 million people can't be wrong, and Advocate Healthcare Center, where tomorrow starts today.
I got started at IMS through a good friend of mine and a colleague at 670 The Score, Rick Camp, who knew I was an instructor at other universities and knew I was looking to get into a place with passionate students who know what they want to do. They know this is what they want to do for a living, and I have absolutely found that in my time here at IMS. The students are driven, they're passionate about broadcasting, radio, TV, internet, every asset of broadcasting they are completely passionate about, and it's very refreshing for me, having come from a university where students are obsessed with their general eds and other things that distract them from their major. These students here are here for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to break into the broadcasting business, and it's some of the best and brightest young talent I've seen in my 16 years in the industry.
Welcome back to Vipers basketball here on the Viper Nation Network. Windy City Groove threw it in bounds, kicked it out on top, driving to the lane, and
Viper ball.
offensive foul on number 33, and it looks like we have a Viper player down, Derek Scott, but he gets up for his own power, and it'll be Vipers basketball.
There was an important defensive stand by the Vipers there. That was the second 3D in a row.
Yep, and that's another 3D. He just pulls up for 3 and banks it in, and that was a 4-point play. And the ref calls it a 2-point basket, but in turn it's a 3-point basket because of the 3D rule. Euro step by Derek. Derek Scott gets to the rack. There's the points that they needed. Beautiful take to the rack.
It was either going to be Scott or Stewart that got the first points there. Both of them were in position.
Travel called on the Windy City Groove. All right, Vipers, this is where we can step up and chunk into this lead. Again, with the rules of the ABA, there's plenty of opportunity to come get back in these games. That worked out.
2-on-0.
Throws it up and good. Absorbs the contact. Austin Stewart.
For some of the other calls that we've seen, that certainly could have been an and one for the Vipers.
Yeah, that'd be one way to put it. But it goes in anyways. Pull up mid-ranger short. Rebounded by the Vipers. Corey Jones pushing up the floor. Baseline jumper by Derek Scott is good.
Here they come. Here come the Vipers.
Here come the Vipers, 45-36. Over on the far wing. Sets his feet and fires for 3. Good shot by David Key. Okay, my apologies. Vipers break the press again. Cross-court passes. Strong take to the rack. Derek Foster, good.
Windy City trying to attack with some pace now.
Yep. Hesitant to shoot that one, Stephon Beard was.
They called
Foul
that
on
on
Johnny
the
Baldwin.
Vipers?
I guess over the back, even though he was over his back.
Right, he didn't.
And it looks like we have a timeout for the Windy City Grooves. That one was a little peculiar there, as in it looked like Sam Ford was all over
he
Johnny
jumped over
Baldwin's back.
Baldwin, and
I think the ref called it like he hipped him, I guess.
I guess that's
Not what I was seeing.
No.
But I guess, it's their whistle. I guess it's their call. But we got 48-38 Windy City Groove over your Vipers Pro Basketball here at John T. McGee Middle School. This game is brought to you by bodybuilding.com, where 20 million people can't be wrong, and the Advocate Healthcare Center, where tomorrow starts today. Down by 10 with just under 6 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. What would you like to see these last 6 minutes?
Well, the Vipers are really going to need to be strong in the backcourt. You can't give up so many. We had three in a row 3D opportunities that they surrendered to Windy City, and that is responsible for this lead that you saw. We saw them get 7 points out of those 3 opportunities Windy City did. So the Vipers, if they're not turning it over in the backcourt, they're in a much closer game than what it is right now.
3 possessions, yeah, nearly 10 points. That kind of stuff changes the game. So Windy City Groove throws it in. Goes up top to David Key, who hit the 3 earlier, but wasn't looking to shoot there. Oh, Key,
Now
Kay
he
again,
is.
Good. Looks like the designated sharpshooter for them.
Now if they get to the basket,
He couldn't see him, but they broke the press. Floater by Jared Foster, no good. Could not corral the rebound.
got to get back on defense.
And Johnny Baldwin's pushing it right back up the floor. I'm not gonna lie to you, Luke, that ball is hard to handle.
It certainly has looked like it. Fortunately, in a 1-on-4 situation, the right one retained possession of the ball.
Derek Scott in the corner for 3. To the rack, misses the layup. Jared Foster brings it up for the Vipers. No one picks up the ball, throws up the floater, and we have an offensive foul. The floater is good by Jared Foster, but unfortunately no basket.
So the Vipers now, it looks like they may press.
Yep. They look to press off of fouls or, made baskets when, they're already down there. So
We don't have any youngsters with maps to take care of any
no.
areas on the
We're
floor
working
there,
on
so
that.
the players will
We're
take
working
care of
on
that
that, yeah.
themselves.
So David Kay to inbound the ball. Feeds it down low. Man, there he goes with that baseline fade. Short. Derek Scott Euro stepping, draws the foul. Can't get it to go, but will go to the line for 2. Strong take to the rack. It's back. Well, yeah, a little technical difficulties there, but the clock is back. Making sure I didn't kick it off, but I don't think I did. So Derek Scott steps to the line for his first free throw. Up and good. And for the second free throw here. Up and good. Vipers cut the lead to 10. And here come the groove. Johnny Baldwin meets him at the point of attack. Step back, mid-ranger, just short. And the Vipers get it back.
You heard the Windy City coach say too many fadeaways there.
Yep. And he's got a point. Because that's all I've been seeing.
The Vipers a chance to, well, they had a chance to cut it to single digits. Now a 3-on-1, and it rolls in.
Yep, and that's the 3D rule right there. Because again, we weren't. Got to look over here in the corner. You got Johnny Baldwin. Arturo Houston throws it up, draws the foul.
That's the second time we've seen the Vipers get a
I believe a 3-point. Yeah.
3 shots, taking the 3-pointer and having a Windy City player close out of control.
I mean, you just got to stick in there. So Arturo Houston steps to the line. First one's up and good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Looks like Isaiah Fleming's about to check in for the Vipers. Second free throw up. No, rims out. Yep, Isaiah Fleming checking in for Austin Stewart. Good work by the big man of the Vipers. And for the third free throw, Arturo Houston's already 1 of 2, up and short. Gotta hit your free throws. Critical component, especially if you're a type of team that takes it to the rack.
And the Vipers have done a pretty good job so far today. That was rare to see them make only 1 of the 3 attempts there.
Stephon Beard just toying with his defender there. Up fakes, gets him off his feet. That was good ball movement.
After a couple of fakes, they did finally launch from 3.
Yep, and Isaiah Fleming with the rebound and the floater is good. Beautiful shot. But the ball movement was good on that possession. You just got to knock down the shot. Double team comes over. Deflected by Jared Foster. Well done. Pushes up the floor. Johnny Baldwin to the rack. Good. Beautiful tempo by the Vipers there. Great help on the double. Creates all of that.
Some fresh
Someone
legs
needs
for
to guard
the
ball.
Vipers.
And he just runs up, pulls up for 3, short.
Got to be stronger coming down with that rebound. You don't want it poked away from you because fortunately it will stay with the Vipers off of the groove there, but it could have just as easily rolled right off of the front of the Vipers.
Isaiah Fleming with the footwork. Ball movement. Derek Scott, free throw mid-ranger.
That was a good look for Derek Scott.
Yep. Johnny Baldwin tried cutting him off. Good D by Baldwin. Close out. Leads to a wide open 3 by Jordan Foster. Oh, leads it up the break. Isaiah Fleming misses the layup.
Fleming wasn't sure if he was going to lay it in or dunk it, and he got caught in between.
Yep.
But an air ball there from Vic Greeter, and the Vipers catch a break.
Yep. Here comes Ishmael Smith checking in for Isaiah Fleming. Vipers avoid that. Oh, Derek Scott. That ball is hard to control, I'm telling you, man.
And when you've got Stephon Beard diving in front of you like that, that makes it even harder. Dig in defensively for the Vipers.
Yep. 2 minutes left. You can make this a positive outcome for the rest of this quarter. Good tip by Jared Foster. And there he goes with that fadeaway. Misses, rebound, same team. Vipers pushing.
breaking through the defense.
Floater by Derek Scott's good.
Johnny Baldwin went through half of the Windy City defense by himself and then was upset that he lost control of the dribble, but finding Derek Scott for that shot.
Ish pressuring the ball. Well, we know it. You know what he's looking for. Just short.
Strong rebound there.
Jared Foster, nothing.
I guess they're saying that he got all ball on that block.
I mean, if he got all ball, he got all ball apparently. Strong take by Jared Foster. Didn't work out. There you go. Look for Jared Foster underneath with the reverse and good. Beautiful play by the Vipers. Johnny Baldwin found him underneath, and Jared Foster uses the reverse to lay it home. Vipers down by 8 with 50 seconds remaining here in the first. Offensive foul on number 33, Stephon Beard. 42 seconds remaining. Vipers ball.
The Vipers a strong close to this half. Windy City, they pressed and pressed and pressed, but they may need to get to the locker room. They may not have enough to get through these last 42 seconds.
Pressure by the Groove. Good ball
Open
movement.
inside.
Draws the foul. That foul is on David Kay. Look at this play by Johnny Baldwin. Finds the open man down floor. Quickly feeds it to Ishmael Smith, who just can't finish it, but draws the foul and goes to the line for 2. The first free throw's up. And good. 60-53. The Windy City Groove over your Vipers Pro Basketball. Right here on the Vipers Nation Network. Powered by the Illinois Media School. For more information for your broadcasting career, go to beonair.com. The second free throw is up. And good by Ish Smith. The Vipers have cut the lead to 6 with 34 seconds remaining. Pressure by him up front. Johnny Baldwin laying on the floor. Can't corral it. Windy City Groove reset the tempo. Good hand. Missed
That was
off.
off of the top and the side of the backboard.
Oh, we have a foul with 1
1 second
remaining.
left.
Foul on number 10. Here we got a 3 that missed badly. Great rebound by Aaron Armstead, but he was drawn down on the foul by Derek Scott.
At least it's not a shooting foul.
Rejected by Ishmael Smith at the buzzer. Beautiful defense. And at half, we have Windy City Groove 60, your Vipers Pro Basketball 54. Luke, what did you see in the first half there?
The Vipers ended the half with all kinds of momentum, both offensively and defensively. Your call on that block was what the Vipers have to take into this. That strong defensive play is going to help get them back into this game. Offensively, Offensively, there's been some struggles because of the press that we've seen from Windy City, but if the Vipers are strong on defense, they won't let Windy City get to set up their press on out of bounds.
Yep, they have to take the run that they had at the end of this half and bring it in for the rest of the game. The Vipers are right in there. They're utilizing all the rules, the special rules of the ABA to their advantage. So, and at the half, we have Windy City Groove 60, your Vipers Pro Basketball 54. This game is brought to you by bodybuilding.com, where 20 million people can't be wrong, and the Advocate Healthcare Center, where tomorrow starts today. We'll be right back in a few moments.